Om Shanti. So, Baba says, when you are doing something, when you are engaging in karma, then stay above the good or bad effect of that karma. And that is the Karmateet stage. Now, this slogan can give rise to a lot of questions in your mind because we talk about good karma. So obviously, when you do some karma, you want it to be good karma. And then Baba says, do not be affected by the good or bad effects of your karma. So now, what we need to understand here is good karma and good effect of a karma are two different things. So you may sometimes do very good karma, but the effect or the result you will receive of that karma is according to drama. So whatever the scene in the drama is, the result will be according to that. That is why in the Gita it says, Karm kar phal ki ichha mat kar. So although you see karma and phal are related, but every karma will have a consequence according to the drama. So if the current scene in the drama is that of Kali Yuga and Kali Yuga of the highest intensity kind, then you might not get the result immediately. It might take a whole birth even. Maybe you get whatever you are sowing in the next birth. But Baba says this should not stop you from continuing the good karma. Now you see, up until now we have had this very interesting relationship with karma that we thought that the quality of our karma is decided by its result. So you came to, how do you discern this is good karma? So only when you get the result, you think, okay, I did good, probably that's why it turned out to be good. Yes, so, but then Baba says, no, now you have the knowledge of karma. You have absolute knowledge of karma. Baba is giving us the knowledge of good karma. Baba is teaching us the right way or the true way, he is telling us, so karma is performed at different levels. The level of consciousness. So if you are in body consciousness, that's bad karma. So Baba says, at the level of consciousness, I am teaching you to be soul conscious. At the level of attitude, I am teaching you to have a brotherly attitude. At the level of thoughts, I am teaching you to have elevated thoughts, not only positive thoughts, but thoughts based on gyan of drama and the sanskars of souls. So Baba is teaching us, and on the very physical level, Baba is teaching us how to get up, when to get up, what to eat, how to eat, yes, how to cook, how to talk. So Baba says you have to be very sweet. So all of these things Baba is teaching us, and Baba is teaching us the total, the knowledge about karma. And after what we are learning from Baba, there is no need to look at result to decide how our karma is. So, even if you are getting up at 3:30 or 4 in the morning and other people don't like it, so you don't have to go and ratify it from them whether you're doing right or wrong. So Baba has told us that is the time to get up, and you get up at that time. You don't disturb other people, that's another thing. But then if they just get disturbed because you are waking up, that's not your problem. So Baba has told us everything about what karma to do, how to do, when to do, everything Baba is teaching us. And Baba says that this karma that you are doing, you will get the fruit of this karma in the form of being the prince or the king of heaven. And Baba says, you just do as I say. It doesn't matter whether it bears fruit immediately or it doesn't. Do not look at what the consequences are. And here, I will also like to talk about another thing, that is, A, we decide the efficacy of karma based on the result. B, we also do karma for result. Okay, so if you ask anybody today, why do you go to office, or why do you, cook, or why do you, so there is a reason why we are doing what we are doing, and mostly that the result that we want is the reason why we are doing it, right? So you want good food, so you're cooking. You want a salary, so you go to office. Now, let me ask you a very simple question. What if you had everything? What if you had health and you had happiness, and then you had good relationships, and you had everything? Everybody is available to work for you, and you don't need money. There's plenty of it. What would you do with your 24 hours? What kind of a life would that be? So you will still have to do karma. Do you understand? So you will have to still do something, because you will think, even if you sit on the couch all day, until of course you can't sit any longer. So you will have to think at least. So you don't have a choice about whether to do or not. You only have this is Karam Kshetra. This is the stage of karma. You cannot not do karma here. This is the karma field. Even not doing anything, you will require, sometimes when you have to sit and relax, you have to think, I will not get up right now, and just sit and relax for half an hour. So even if you don't want to do anything, you have to create thoughts for it. You have to push your case that, yes, I don't want to get up. So even that requires effort. So Baba says, on this field of karma, you don't have a choice about whether to do karma. You only have a choice about what to do, why, how to do, and when to do. So in that case, Baba says, you do because you are, not because of what you get. Yes, so I like to put it in a very nice phrase, that is, you don't do something because of what you get, but because of what you've got. So when you have got a brain, you use it. When you have got a buddhi, you take good decisions. When you have hands and legs, you use them. So you don't do something because of what you get from it, but because of what you've already got. So this is why Baba tells us this, gives us this very good expression, that whenever you are using something, have the consciousness that ये सफल हो रहा है. This is being put to good use. And even if there is a machine and you don't use it, it will get rugged and rusty and it will wear out. So you have got these assets of thought, of time, of money, of health, of energy, or you have a body. So what do you do with it? You use it. So you don't do anything because of what you get out of it, but because what you've already got. So when you do that, then you you are in the Karmateet stage. When you realize these things, that you do everything according to Srimad, and Baba has given us so many treasures. Baba has given you the knowledge, Baba has given you the capacity, the power. So what do you do with it? You use it in action. And you use your mouth to speak the knowledge that Baba has given you. And Baba says, when you're doing all this, do not worry about what you're getting out of it. Because you will get out of it according to the law, not because you are doing it right now, or not according to how you think, but according to how the law is working. And then do not look at the immediate result. Yes, sometimes you send a message based on Gyan to somebody and they block you from the WhatsApp. So do not look at that immediate result. They will unblock you. Do you know that? I know at least 100 people who have blocked me and then unblocked me. So you don't have to look at that immediate result. So Baba says that just be in that stage where you know that you are doing according to Srimad. And this kind of a faith you will only have when you're doing everything according to Srimad. So Baba will give you this Karmateet stage or this power, and this will happen when you start following all Srimad, and then you realize that you are not affected by the result that's coming immediately. And you are not influenced by your seeing, hearing, physical experience, but you are influenced by your knowing, which is much, much deeper. So, there are people who ask me, have you seen Baba? So I say, no, I know Baba, and knowing is greater than seeing. So if you know something, if you see something and then know something, then the scene might change tomorrow. But if you know something already, then you just know it. It doesn't change according to the scene in drama. So then you know that whatever you are sowing will be reaped, and you don't care whether it is today or tomorrow or another day. So Baba says, I make you Trikal Darshi. So you can actually see that this seed that I'm sowing will germinate. When is not the question. So, there is this very beautiful saying that the state of the season should not stop you from stop you from believing in the power of sowing a seed. So when you sow a seed, you know that it will germinate, even if right now is not the right season. Sometime later, probably it will find what it needs, and then it will germinate. So this is something that we must bear in mind, and I thought that the slogan today can arise some questions, so this is why I clarified it. And then in the blessing today, Baba is talking about lawmakers not being lawbreakers. And do you think you are a lawmaker, and what kind of a lawmaker are you? So Baba is called Vidhata, and Vidhata means lawmaker. You have the Vidhan Sabha, right? So that's the legislative. So Vidhata is the lawmaker, and Baba says, whatever I am teaching you today, is the basis on which the customs, traditions, the law of Satyug is being created. So you are not just following Srimad, you are creating the code for Satyug, the social, moral, ethical, cultural code for Satyug. So that code, the Satyugi souls will follow. So in doing what you are doing, you are creating a new culture. And there are these three words: sanskar, sanskriti, and sansar. So when you adopt a sanskar, you influence the sanskriti. That is the culture or the law of land. So not law of land, but law of society. So there is a social law, and you influence that social law when you adopt a new sanskar. And then the foundation of a new sansar is new sanskriti. New sanskar is the foundation of new sanskriti, and the foundation of a new sansar or world is new sanskriti. So Baba says, you have to remember what you are doing and who you are. And even if nobody is doing what you are doing around you, you uphold that thing. Yes, nobody is sweet. You be sweet anyway. You stay loveful anyway, because it's not about what's happening around you. It's about you creating a new culture by creating a new sanskar. So Baba says you are a lawmaker and you are not allowed to break the law. So do you understand this swaman that Baba is giving us, that you are lawmakers? So sometimes we don't see ourselves as lawmakers. So there is another expression that Baba gives us in the Murlis, that is, Jo karam hum karenge, hame dekh aur karenge. So whatever I will do will be followed by others. So I cannot go wrong. I cannot not follow Srimad. So, you tell somebody that we get up at 4 a.m. and they tell you, last Wednesday I saw you sleeping. So you are sometimes allowed to not get up, right? So even if you're following the law, if you break it once, then you cannot tell other people to follow that law. Breaking it once also takes away that right. So Baba says you cannot break the law because you are creating a new culture. And let me tell you, if you persevere, if you are very persistent in following Baba's Shrimad, then you will not have to tell other people. They will follow you sooner or later. That is the power in good karma. That is the beauty of good karma. It attracts everybody. Every soul has this attraction towards purity and beauty. And if you just relentlessly, you follow your Srimad, then others will automatically, it will kind of become the law. I tell you one thing, when I was in office, I used to, that the pure food that we eat, so never eating from outside, or, just eating what we prepare, and then it's without onion and garlic and vegetarian food. So everybody knew that, and then they saw me many years not eating anything from outside, or, just eating pure food. And then I saw them also adopting a little of it. And then, even if they had to eat something, they used to go out and eat. They didn't eat it in the room. So it was like I never said that, and there was this unsaid statement that in this room no non-vegetarian can enter. So it became like the law that this room is for vegetarian stuff. So, so you can just set the law by following the law. You don't have to tell anybody. So Baba says, if you don't break the law, you will be the lawmaker. So this is something very beautiful that Baba is telling us today. And then Baba, as always, in his very unique style, says that I am the shopkeeper and I have brought these goods of peace, purity, love, happiness, bliss, power, knowledge. And Baba says that this is a unique shop and I'm a unique shopkeeper and nobody can copy what I have brought. So why? Because it's not like Baba has peace or happiness or bliss. He is the ocean. Yes. So nobody can copy who you are. And Baba says, but you know, Baba gives us, we children, the right to copy that. And then Baba in the Murli says something very interesting in the Sar. Baba says, this is the Father's wonderful shop where you can find all variety of things. You are the masters of this shop. So Baba says, I am the owner and you are also the masters because I have given you all that I have. So you can also give whatever I have given you. And then Baba says, why can no one copy this wonderful shopkeeper? So there is no other person in the world who can do this. Baba says, because he is the treasurer of all the treasures. And until you take from him, you can't copy that, right? And when you take from him, then before you take from him, you have to become his child. So Baba says, nobody who doesn't become a child can take access to his treasury. He is the ocean of knowledge, happiness, peace, purity, everything. Anyone can find whatever they want. And I always discuss this in Raj Yoga sessions also. And so, you know, people think that their wants are physical. You want a car or a house or food or clothes but our wants are not physical. Our wants are spiritual. And everybody wants knowledge, purity, peace, love, happiness, bliss and power. They just don't know where to shop for it. So they keep shopping for it in the shopping mall where it is not sold. So until you are introduced to this shopkeeper, you keep shopping for these things in the wrong places. You are trying to find peace in a holiday, it's not there. You are trying to find love with a relationship with a human who is already stressed and distressed in life. How do you get it? They don't have it. You are trying to find happiness in buying clothes and gadgets. Those clothes and gadgets are, non-living. They can't give you happiness. If they had happiness, then it would dance. The gadget would dance on its own in happiness. So they can't make you dance if they can't dance on their own. So Baba says, you are shopping for these stuff in the wrong places. And until and unless you come to know who you actually have to go to shop for these, you will keep shopping for it in the wrong place, and then you will only get tired and tired and tired. And this is what is happening. So, there is this young girl, and she's very interesting, and she told me that, Didi, I So this is 1 year back and it's pre-COVID times. And then she told me, Didi, I have planned a trip to Andaman and Nicobar, and then when I return, I will be a different person, and I will be, I will just, I will engage in a lot of reflection time, and I will think about life and this and that. And then she went with high hopes to that trip, and she spent 1 month on that trip. And when she came back, she told me, I don't feel any different, and I tried doing everything. So I said, you went to the wrong place. If you just sat in your room and went to Paramdham, you could have got all that you wanted. So Baba says that I give you what you want, not what you think you want. So, we think we want this, but we actually don't want that. We want what Baba gives us. And only when you try it out, you realize this is what you wanted, not that. So Baba says, anyone can find whatever they want. Those on the path of isolation cannot provide these things. Path of isolation is the sannyas marg. So Baba says, sannyasis cannot provide these. No one else can call himself an ocean like the Father. So Baba says, no human has this paraphernalia and they cannot give you. So I am the ocean, and nobody can even use this word ocean for them. No sadhu, no sannyasi will have the guts to say that I am an ocean of peace. So Baba says, I am this one and I give you this. So this is it. And then Baba says something very nice. Baba says, the happiness of heaven is remembered. So Baba says, always you say Swarga ke sukh. So the happiness of heaven is remembered. He gives you all types of happiness. So these days people only know of one type of happiness, the happiness of money. Or comforts, or what money can buy. But Baba says, no, there are at least 4 kinds of happiness. So the happiness of body, having a healthy body, then having a healthy soul, or the man ka sukh. And then there is the happiness of having good relationships. And then there is the happiness of having money. That's the 4th. And Baba says, I give you all the 4 kinds. So in Satyug, you will have physical health. And do you know the beauty of it is you don't have to exercise for it. You have health. So Kali Yuga, you have to work for everything is a given. And there is no guarantee, even if you work for it, you get it. And in Satyug, you get it anyway, whether you work for it or you don't work for it. So Baba says, you don't have to exercise for health, you will have health. You don't have to meditate for peace of mind, you have peace of mind. And then you don't have to give gifts and wish on birthdays and remember names and, do all this stuff for good relationships. The relationships are good anyway. Great, in fact, in any way. And then Baba says, you don't have to work for money. You will have money. So what I was describing to you about the Karmateet stage, and that you do everything not because of what you get, but you do it anyway. That is what you do in Satyug. So you do what you do, and what you get is not related. You get everything anyway. You have everything anyway, not even get. It's always there. So Baba says, I give you the happiness of the highest kind, whatever you can think of. And Baba says, He gives you all types of happiness. There cannot be any happiness greater than this. That happiness then also disappears. After half the cycle, Ravan comes and snatches away all your happiness. So this is the play that Baba tells about, but now we don't need to be worried about the snatching, because right now is the time to fill. So for 2500 years we can relax, and that's a pretty long time. Yes, so we just have to work right now, and then 2500 years we have everything available. And then Baba today says that this is the praise, and Baba also mentions one important thing, which is the Father definitely brings all these things that he has got with him. You cannot go to him to get them from him. The Father says, I have come here. I come every cycle at the confluence age. So Baba says, you cannot by any means go there to the soul world and fetch these things. I come, I bring, I teach you the way to go. Yes, you cannot go on your own. No sadhu, no sannyasi, no meditator can find his way on his own to the soul world and go and connect with Baba until and unless Baba comes, and he only comes at the confluence age. He gives us everything, and he also shows us the path to go and take in yoga, in meditation. Okay? And Baba says, this praise, ocean of knowledge, purity, peace, love, is of just the one shop of the Father. Human beings cannot receive happiness, peace, or purity from human beings. Have you got this until now, that you cannot get peace, purity, or happiness from a human being? Yes, they don't have it. Have pity on them. Stop exploiting them. If somebody doesn't have money and you keep torturing them, they are not going to give you because they don't have it. So even if you complain, criticize, scrape, just make their life miserable, they still cannot give you these things. They don't have it. Right. So Baba says no human being today is capable of these things. And the only humans capable of this is those who are taking from the Father. Those who are not taking from the Father can't give them to you. So Baba says, it wasn't just one who received peace. They lie when they say that they received peace from so and so. Only in the land of peace can you find peace. Baba says, here when one person finds peace, someone else comes along and creates peacelessness, so that they wouldn't be able to keep that peace. So Baba says, even if somebody finds peace here, it is very temporary. It cannot be lasting peace, because you feel peaceful and then after some time that peace is lost because something is happening. And Baba says, you get peace when you go to the world of peace, and the temporary phases of peace that we experience is not what Baba is talking about. When Baba says, I am the ocean of peace, he takes us to the world of peace. So that is why he is the ocean of peace. Okay? So Baba says, only Shiv Baba is the shopkeeper of happiness, peace, and purity. Anyone can come and do business with him. So you know what business is characterized by? Give and take. So this is not a free shop. You do business with Baba. And what is the business? Baba says he stocks purity, happiness, peace, prosperity, everything. Nothing is unattained. You attain the kingdom of heaven. The Father has come to give it to those who have to take it from him. So Baba is giving it. Do you know how to take it? How do you take it? There are 3 methods: by doing yoga, by becoming pure, and by doing seva. So you have to take it. Baba cannot give it just freely. So, but Baba has told you this law that you take one step of courage, he gives you 1,000 steps of help. So even with yoga, you don't have to pull out your hair, or you don't have to torture yourself. You just sit with a determined thought, and then Baba gives you the experience. With purity, you just take a determined thought to stay pure and stay on Srimad. Baba gives you the courage. With seva, you just send out a thought, I am available, Baba. Baba will use you in seva. So Baba says, I have come to give you everything. Do you know how to take it? I teach you how to take it also. But then you have to take it. So Baba says, you have, however, while taking, they get tired. So Baba says the giver is not getting tired, the taker is getting tired while taking. However, while taking, they get tired. I come to give this to you, and you get slack when it comes to taking it. Children say, Baba, storms of Maya come. So what does Baba say? Yes, the status you have to claim is very high. You become the masters of heaven too. Is this a small thing? So what did you think? You will become the master of heaven without doing anything. Not even Sahaj Raj Yoga. So Baba says, the status you get is very high. So you have to do something. Baba says, therefore you have to make effort. Continue to follow Srimad. Come what may, even if the storms of Maya are coming, continue to follow Srimad. You have to give others the various things that you receive from him. Also, do seva. You have to make a donation. And what is the donation? If you want to become pure, you definitely have to give the donation of 5 vices. Yes, so Baba says, it's not just yoga, dharana and seva, but also you have to give up the vices, let go of the vices. Otherwise, sometimes you say you're meditating, and so there was this girl and she told me, Didi, I wake up at 4 as you said, and I listen to the Murli also as you said, and then I do traffic control also as you said, and then there is no improvement in my mental state. So I said, how is that possible? Everybody experiences improvement. That is not possible. So I told her, okay. So then I got really confused. And then after some time it struck me, I told her, what do you do otherwise all day? Like apart from the Murli and yoga and everything. So I watch Netflix all day. So I said, this way, no, God doesn't have that much power, So he can't make you feel peaceful if you're doing that. So Baba says you have to give up on vices. If you are acting out of lust, anger, ego, attachment, greed, that's too much of drainage of spiritual energy. I can't help you in that condition. So you have to donate it. And there is a system of donating something to God. So, you just give daan whenever you, in the temples also, there is this ritual of donation, or this practice of donation. So, Baba says that you donate your 5 vices to me. I'm asking them from you. So, you do that, and then you pay attention to remembering me and doing seva. So Baba says, make effort to remember the Father, only then will the rust be removed. The main thing is remembrance. And Baba says, you promise Baba, Baba, I will never indulge in vice. So let's make that promise. So all of you, unmute yourself and promise, Baba, Unmute yourself and promise. Baba, I will never indulge in vice.
Will never indulge in vice.
Okay. Thank you. Baba also says thank you. Yes. So you get a donation slip. So you got this donation slip also. So Baba says, I will never become angry with anyone. So vice means no lust, no anger, no greed, no ego, no attachment. Baba says, however, you definitely do have to stay in remembrance. So Baba says, everything is important, not just giving up on vices, but also staying in remembrance. How else would all of these sins be absolved? So Baba says, you have a huge burden of sins, and if you want to absolve yourself of them, you have to stay in remembrance. So let me tell you that there are Gyan is the foundation, and then Baba says there are three other subjects: Yog, Dharana, and Seva. So yog means remembrance. So remembrance to absolve the past sins. So why do we meditate? So that whatever the soul has incurred over several births, the burden of sins, that can be burnt. And why dharana? Dharana means giving up on vices, embracing purity, all that dharana, so that you don't create more sins. Okay, yog to burn past sins, dharana to not create more sins, and seva to create good karma or punya ka khata. Okay, Om Shanti.